so many things that I want to say here today, and so many questions and everything like that. Somebody asked me, why is my name tigertb? What's the TB stand for? TB actually stands for the beast. There's a story behind that. In 1995, there was a bad car accident that took place. I was a security officer at the time, and I just come into the driveway, and there was a car. It was a small car. It was a convertible. The top went down. I don't know if the driver did. What happened is that there was a little kid. There was a little girl, and I still remember she had red whatever in her hair. And how I got the name was I ran over there after I parked my car. I got out. I ran over there. The car was flipped off to the side. It had rolled down this hill, and it was just laying there on the side. And the mom and the daughter were trapped into the car. It was this little tiny car. I don't think it's such a big deal, but I guess it was to these people. And I did one of these maneuvers and pushed it right over, and it fell back up on its tires. And so there was like 5 or 6 people, and they came up with this name, the Beast. So that's where it's actually, the tiger stands for spirit. If you know anything about the tigers and animals, there's a couple of stories I'd like to tell you about. They're true stories, and then I'm going to go up on the questions. And also like to thank everybody that has responded to the 9 response or 8 response I got, and questions that they asked. I don't usually do vlogs because I'm not a big vlog person, and one thing really had nothing to do with the other because it's about God, but this does pertain to God. I was dating a woman years ago. This is a true story, and it's kind of sad. It's a sad story, but I want to share it with you. It's touching. We were making love, and that's what 2 people do when they're in love. And everything was going great, and next thing I know, I hear, we're deep into this passionate making love. The bed broke, to say the least, and I never did get to finish. And she got up and really upset and left. And so it's a true story, and she was really upset with me, like I deliberately broke the bed, and that's not the truth. I didn't do it. Then there was another time it happened, and it seems, I asked God, I said, why did the bed break just at that moment? It was like, why, God? I mean, was I getting too much of it, and you just felt that I shouldn't get any more? So so it's a true story, but I figure I put some humor into this video. The weirdest things happen to me. They really do, and I always say, God, why does this happen? Well, a point I really like to make on a serious note is that I know I don't have a tie on, and I don't have that, but this isn't a fashion show now, is it? There's one thing I like to say, a question I asked last week, why does all these bad things happen to us? If you didn't have bad in your life, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the good things that happen to in your life. So always keep that in mind, and I learned that from years ago. I'll talk to you about today and ask the questions before I go on to the book, because I just write everything down. It's just one of those things. Okay. Question to God. If God, first of all, did God create aliens? Well, anyway, there's a lot of conversations about it. And my question is, if God did create aliens, why? What was the purpose for it? I mean, so why, God? Why did you create aliens if you did? Yeah, I've seen a UFO. I can't really say I have. I want to get to this. There's this thing, a lot of this stuff going about re-carnation. Okay, I asked God, is there reincarnation? Because I don't want to be reincarnated. The last thing I want to do is be a pooch and jump up on the couch and start licking myself. So I have no wish to come back in this life, a cat or a dog or an animal, and that would be my luck to come back, throw my butt up on a couch, and lick myself. So that's not one of the things I wish to do. And I pray every day that I do not come back, because that would be my luck, to be a dog and have to lick myself. It's bad enough being a human and trying to get somebody to lick me. This is bad. This is not going good. It's supposed to be serious at times, but it's fun. I like having fun. You know, there's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of tears. If you don't know, if you haven't really watched my videos from the past 2 years, you'll see that I had a lot of problems. My marriage is my second marriage, and I'm going through a lot right now. And it's really not a joke, but I make a joking matter out of it. I mean, and I said to God, I said, why is this happening? Why is she leaving? Why do people do that? They love you, and all of a sudden they get up and they just leave. Of course, God will answer. There's questions that I asked last week, and a lot of people, well, the people that responded, like I said, every week I will be doing this. Whoever responds to this video to get you guys some, hopefully to get you some subscribers and friends. Tamma Marie is a beautiful singer. She's got an awesome voice, and she asked God, why am I a skinny person trapped in this depressing, overweight body, even though I watch what I eat and I go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week? Well, Tamma, I'm not going to have a voiceover to answer the question, because you know what? We're all different. There's things about us that we don't like. And the people who, it doesn't matter, it's all about what's in the heart, and that's what matters. And sometimes that's the way God wants it to be, I feel. You know, I like to have perfect straight teeth, okay? It didn't work that way for me. But you're a beautiful person within, and in the last few years that I've gotten to know you, you know, I never met you, but you're a beautiful singer, you got a big heart, you take good care of your family. I think that's awesome. So just because people might be overweight, and there's a lot of judgmental people out there who make fun of it, you know, it's what's about in here. And I think that's what God would tell you. He loves you, and love yourself for who you are and how you are. And I think that's what matters. I mean, you know, we all have things about us that we don't really like, and I wish I had straight teeth, and I wish it wasn't receding. I asked God, why, God? I'm only 45. Why am I receding? Why do I feel like I'm going bald? And everybody says you're not going bald. And you know, but I ask God a lot of times. God creates us in His image, so we got to keep that in mind. So many people get so depressed about being overweight or you know, whatever the case may be. The next, number 2 is a question I asked, why is there so much cruelty, and why is there so much meanness? Becky37, check her out. She's new to YouTube, and she could really use some good advice from people out there on what type of videos she should put up. It's Becky37. So check her out. She's a real nice lady. And she answered the question, what I said last week, and she says, just people just react to what they don't understand in a very harsh manner. So, you know, which makes a lot of sense, you know, and that's why I ask everybody out there to join in on this. Cardinal Sin 74. We were talking about the end of the world last week, and he writes that on May 21st, 2011, day before his birthday, which his birthday is the 20th, well, he wants to have a party if that time comes. And you really got to check him out. Cardinal Sin 74. Check him out. He's got awesome videos. He seems to be a real great guy. And you know what? He turned around and he wrote this about we should just have one heck of a party. I think if the world's going to end, which, like I said, there's always a new beginning, go out with a good bang. That's all I can say. And have a great time. You know, that's my opinion. One of the, another person who I really do admire is Billy C.TV. Check out his videos. Go up on the porch, have a drink of lemonade or iced tea, and really listen what this man says, because what he says makes you think. But he also makes you laugh at the same time. He's another great person. M. Langer, which is Mike. He's awesome with the accordion, and he's awesome as a keyboard or a piano. He's really good. I watch his stuff. I'm not out here on YouTube to be famous or popular, because God knows I'm 45 years old, and they want young people to have fun and to keep making videos. And you know, some of my songs are too long. Some of them make you cry. Some of them make you think. They're reality. I write all my own stuff. These people that I mentioned, as far as the singers, Cardinal Sin 74 and Tamara Marie, like, I have to give them the credit because they're awesome entertainers, musically wise. And with Cardinal 74, he really is funny. He's a funny guy. He really should have much more subs and more friends. He's really funny. I love his music. I think he's a great guy. And I would really check out these people because they're really good. I'll try and put it underneath or in this video. I'll put it there because this is a talk, a Sunday morning talk with God. And I like to make your week start out great and be happy in the beginning of your week. And I will catch you next week with another Sunday morning, a talk with God. Until next week, God bless.